The thing about it is, it's really interesting. The Alzheimer's Society, I know they always say, try not to say suffering. They like to say living with. Right. But however you look at it, that's what it ends up as. And you know, I'm really clear about that as well. Yes, you live with it, the person lives with it, and it's a progressive illness. Now, the thing about Barbara is, you know, I've been on the show before and I've spoken about how the symptoms affect Barbara at this stage. And because it's progressive, since I last saw you, I'd say things are the same and a bit worse. You know, the confusion deepens. There's two kind of sides of the condition with Barbara, whereas sometimes we'll be just sitting there having a normal conversation and she'll be watching TV or seeing people she knows on the TV and just chatting and laughing, and her humour can be brilliant. And I can be, let's say, the centre of her universe. If I leave the lounge to go to the kitchen, she'll shout out, "Scott, where are you?" It's such a... It moves me a lot, this. The reverse side of that is, from looking at me like that, she then will look at me sometimes, and it's getting quite regular now, and say to me, "Are we married? Or have you stayed here before? Or are we going home now?" when we're sitting in our front room. And I just want, you know, people to think about how that will feel, whether it's your partner that you've spent 26 years in my case with, or whether it's one of your parents or grandparents. I can't describe the feeling when they look at you and kind of have a bit of doubt about who you are and what you're doing there. This is why we're doing all this. This is what we're trying to save for the future. We're trying to help avoid this for future generations of families. As I say, it's cruel because it leads you into a false sense of security, because those moments when she's lucid and she's just Barbara being there, sometimes I forget. And then the next sentence will be something like, "When are we going home, Scott?" And that's when the reality of it hits you. So thank you, everyone, for getting behind this. And for all those people out there who are living with it, for the carers, for their families, I know they will be so grateful for everything that is being done.
The Chris Evans Breakfast Show with Sky.